I don't think it would be the worst thing if they let me go. Because then I might... I don't think it's many little girls' dream to be a receptionist. I like to do illustrations. Mostly watercolor, a few oil pencil. Jim thinks they're good. Roy's my fiance. We've been engaged about 3 years. And we were supposed to get married in September, but I think we're gonna get married in the spring. Jim said mixed berries? Oh, wow. Yeah, he's on to me. This was tough. I suggested we flip a coin, but Angela said she doesn't like to gamble. Of course, by saying that, she was gambling that I wouldn't smack her. My fiance has plans for us this Saturday, so I really hope Dwight doesn't make me work. Maybe I should sleep with him. I'm kidding. Kidding. Totally kidding.
All right.
It's nice having Katie around. It's another person for Michael to interact with. Jim's a great guy. He's like a brother to me. We're like best friends in the office, and I really hope he finds someone. You know what they say about a car wreck where it's so awful you can't look away? The Dundies are like a car wreck that you want to look away, but you have to stare at it because your boss is making you. My mom is coming in to visit, and she lives like 2 hours away, and she doesn't have a cell phone, which is cool because it's kind of adding some suspense to my day, and I keep looking over at the door hoping she'll walk in. Usually the day we talk about sexual harassment is the day that everyone harasses me as a joke. I love my mom. Okay, that's probably the most obvious statement ever. He said what? Every so often, Jim dies of boredom. I think today it was the expense reports that did him in. And our deal is that it's up to me to revive him. The thing about Jim is when he's excited about something like the Office Olympics, he gets really into it and he does a really great job. But the problem with Jim is that he works here, so that hardly ever happens. Katie and Jim met in the office, and now I guess they're like going out or dating or something. And I don't know, you know, they're just, she calls him and they, you know, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking really loud. Am I talking really loud?
Wow.
Legends of the Fall.
Wow. Bridges of Madison County, Legally Blonde. These movies are
Well,
just...
I kind of like...
Wait. Pam, no. Do you understand? The game is Desert Island movies, not guilty pleasure movies. Desert Island movies are the movies you're gonna watch for the rest of your life. Forever. Unforgivable.
I take it back.
Unforgivable.
I take it back!
Good.
I forgot what a super nice girl Katie is. And just good for Jim. They are so cute together. And what an adorable car. I'm guessing Angela's the one in the neighborhood who gives the trick-or-treaters toothbrushes, pennies, walnuts. Jim is really talented. And he should be the one who's getting a better job offer. Like, for real. Michael and his jeans. He gets in them, and I'm not exactly sure what happens, but I can tell you he loves the way he looks in those jeans. I know that's why he started Casual Fridays.
Here's what we think happened. Michael's sidekick, who all through the movie is this complete idiot who's causing the downfall of the United States, was originally named Dwight, but then Michael changed it to Samuel L. Chang using a search and replace, but that doesn't work on misspelled words.
Leaving behind one twigged.
And Dwight figured it out. Oops.
It's performance review day, company-wide.
Last year, my performance review started with Michael asking me what my hopes and dreams were, and it ended with him telling me he could bench press 190 pounds. So I don't really know what to expect.
It's like squishing a spider under a book. It's gonna be really gross, but I have to look and make sure that it's really dead. So, if you guys see anything, just Just because two people are hanging out, it doesn't mean that they're together. You know? Like, people can just be friends. And I think that it was really unfair of us to assume that there was anything else going on. Yeah, I think I made the right choice. Michael sent out this mysterious memo.
It's time for our first quarter camaraderie event. So pack a swimsuit, a toothbrush, rubber-soled shoes, and a ski mask.
A ski mask and a swimsuit.
So that he can have us rob a bank and then escape through the sewers.
And brush our teeth.
So I guess Pam and Dwight are friends now.
Oh, God, no. Dwight isn't my friend. Oh my God, Dwight's kind of my friend. Somebody did something bad to Michael's carpet. Maybe that's all we need to know. Today's a women in the workplace thing. Jan's coming in from corporate to talk to all the women about, I don't really know what, but Michael's not allowed in. She said that about 5 times. I don't know how I fit in with these women. Here. Or with Jan. I mean, we get along great. Fine. I guess the person I have the most in common with is...
Jim.
Dreams are just that. They're dreams. They help get you through the day. Like the thing about the terrace, it's nice. But, I don't know, it was just something I read in this book when I was 12. The girl in the book has a terrace outside of her bedroom, and she planted flowers on it, and I just loved that. It just always kind of stuck with me. It's impractical. I'm not gonna try to get a house like that. They don't even make houses like that in Scranton. So I'm never gonna... I really like Valentine's Day in this office. It's kind of like grade school. Everybody gives out little presents and stuff. Like last year, Jim gave me this card with Dwight's head on it. It was horrifying and funny. And Roy and I are saving for the wedding, so I made him promise not to get me anything too big. I have a ton of stuff to do for the wedding, and I have to do it in the office. And that can be kind of awkward, just because people can get all weird about wedding stuff, and I don't want to offend Angela or someone. I am actually looking forward to Take Your Daughter to Work Day. I am not great with kids, but I want to get better because I'm getting married. So I put out a bunch of extra candy on my desk so the kids will come talk to me. Like the witch in Hansel and Gretel. I only have one goal today. To make one kid like me. Just one. If I knew I had a week to live, I would probably go to Europe. And South America. And the Grand Canyon. And I would want to see the Pacific Ocean. It would be a pretty busy week.
I love it.
Michael's birthday was actually pretty cool. It was a good day. I don't know. It was a good day.
I enjoy the tangy zip of Miracle Whip.
Jim does the best impressions. Sometimes he'll look up at me from his desk and he'll just be someone else. Like he'll go, That's supposed to be Phyllis. I can't do it as good as he can. Wow! He really pulled out the big guns. Fake crying. I did not expect that. There are a few people I decided not to invite. And that might make things kind of awkward, but it's my wedding. And I don't want anyone there who has called me a hussy. I have this kind of big secret about Angela, and I've been really nice to her, and I haven't told anyone, and what the hell? I'm pretty happy these days. I'm getting married soon, and I'm getting along with everybody at work.
No, Pam, you're gonna lose him to another wedding.
Kev!
Jim is great. Being with him just takes away all the stress of planning my wedding. Sometimes I don't put Michael through until he's already said something. I look at it as a practice run for him. He usually does better on the second attempt. Yeah, I didn't go through with the wedding. I got cold feet, a few days before, and I can't really explain it. I just had to get out of that relationship. We still had to pay for all the food, so we froze it. But I'm doing well. I have my own apartment, and I'm taking art classes, and I have lunch for the next 5 weeks. Yes, I have a date. He's a cartoonist for the local paper, which is really neat because I like to draw too. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't been on a first date in 9 years. Probably shouldn't broadcast that. I went on a date. It wasn't a love connection. I think when I like someone again, I'll just kind of know. Movie Monday started with training videos, but we went through those pretty fast. Then we watched a medical video. Since then, it's been half-hour installments of various movies, with the exception of an episode of Entourage, which Michael made us watch 6 times. I have this old vacuum cleaner that's broken. If Dwight doesn't work out, maybe that could be manager. Well, I remember why I dress the way I do at work, but I'm gonna keep the clothes. I mean, it'll just be cool to have some after-work clothes that aren't pajamas. Did I wake up this morning thinking I'd be throwing together a bird funeral? You never can tell what your day here is gonna turn into. It's weird. Jan used to treat Michael like he was a 10-year-old, but lately it's like he's 5. Once a year they bring in a little cart and they give away free pretzels. It's really not a big deal. To some people it is. I decided to come. I feel a little underdressed, but at least I'm not dressed like a slutty cheerleader, right? Is that mean? It's a blessing in disguise. Actually, not even in disguise. In my fantasy, I always thought I would slap someone, make a big speech, and storm out forever. But this is good too. I was expecting a severance, some time off, but maybe this is good. If finding another job is a pain. There's another annoying boss, another desk, I'd have to learn everything all over again. So, there are reasons to stay.
Now, my
Set,
groins are really
go.
tight. I can't.
Am I being mean to Dwight? I don't know. I did just make him run around the building, and I have no intention of timing him. This isn't even a stopwatch, it's a digital thermometer. He does make my life harder sometimes, and on purpose. Like, he tried to put meters on the bathroom stalls as a way of bringing in more money for the company.
Hey, 3 more laps to go. You gotta pick it up if you're gonna beat Toby.
I should probably get back to work. The day's going fine. It's been a little chaotic, but it's fine. It's great. A lot of distractions, but it's good. Wow. That was... wow. I feel like I've been kind of cold to Karen, and there's no real reason for it. I mean, it's not like she's ever done anything to me, so I think I probably shouldn't be cold to her. No, I didn't mind helping Jim with his problem. That's what friends do. I help Phyllis all the time. Just yesterday, I untangled a piece of tape from her hair. So, yeah.
Something's up with Jim and Karen. Not that I've been eavesdropping. It's not really any of my business. But I've gotten pretty good at reading the back of Jim's neck. Phyllis ended up using the exact same invitations as Roy and me. So it was kind of like being invited to my own wedding. And I was like, wait, I thought I called that off. I'm really happy to be back with Roy. I think it shows maturity. Maturity and dignity. Is that braggy? I don't mean it to be braggy. I've decided that I'm going to be more honest. I'm going to start telling people what I want directly. So, look out world, 'cause old Pammy is getting what she wants. And don't call me Pammy. I really don't want to talk about it. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't want to comment on what happened. It sucked.
It's been a really rough couple of days. This helps a little. I don't know how the whole betting thing started, but it's fun. Michael likes me to run the camera when he makes his apology videos. He says he needs a woman's touch. I don't often miss Roy, but I can tell you one thing. I wish someone had flashed me when I was with Roy, because that would have been the ass-kicking of the year. Especially if it had been Jim. He would not have wanted me to have seen Jim's. Whew, I am saying a lot of things. I'm kind of in between boyfriends right now, so I don't need anything sexy. But I do need some new hand towels. I figure I can cut up this robe. You know, I changed a tire today. All by myself. This bathrobe's already coming in handy. Coming! About 40 times a year, Michael gets really sick but has no symptoms. Dwight is always gravely concerned. I have the most boring job in the office, so why wouldn't I have the most boring job on beach day?
There's nothing better than a beautiful day at the beach, filled with sun, surf, and diligent note-taking.
Damn, you're missing things.
After I had my little outburst at the beach, Jim was really nice about it. He just basically said that he missed my friendship too, and I would always mean a lot to him, and I understand where he's coming from. For the record, I am not embarrassed at all. It needed to be said, and I said it, and it only took me 3 years to summon the courage, so... No, it's fine. I'm sure it must have been weird for Jim when Roy and I were joking around. That one time. I'm happy for him. I hope he gets the job. I really just want him to be happy. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know saying it sounds cliche. Maybe I'm being cliche, I don't care, because I am what I am. That's Popeye. I learned from Jim, if Dwight ever asks you if you accept something secret, you reply, absolutely I do. I literally cannot wait until I see what Dwight has planned. And I wish Jim were here. No, I don't know what the future holds. But I'm optimistic. And I had fun goofing around with Dwight today. Jim and I are just too similar. Maybe one day I'll find my own Karen. But that is a, not a man version. But until then, I can hold my head up. I'm not gay. I haven't heard anything, but I'd bet Jim got the job. I mean, why wouldn't he? He's totally qualified and smart. Everyone loves him. And if he never comes back again, that's okay. We're friends, and I'm sure we'll stay friends. We never got the timing right. You know, I shot him down and then he did the same to me, but you know what? It's okay. I'm totally fine. Everything is gonna be totally fine.
Sorry. Are you free for dinner tonight?
Yes.
All right. Then it's a date.
I'm sorry, what was the question?